All righty, good evening, everyone, and welcome here to Eastern Hancock High School as we get ready to start tonight's inter-county rivalry game between the Eastern Hancock Royals and the Greenfield Central Cougars. Coming at you here in just under 3 minutes will be the JV game. And then at about 7:30, we'll be bringing you all the action from the varsity game as well. So make sure and stay tuned. It's going to be a great night of basketball. Both these JV teams are really strong. And both these varsity teams are really strong. Got a lot to talk about tonight, and it's going to be a lot of fun here in what's already almost a packed house, and the JV game hasn't even tipped off yet.
Yeah, no, it's when I pulled into the parking lot was getting full already. So that was half hour before the JV game is supposed to start. It's good to have a local rival.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's one of those that it just makes it a lot of fun. When you play somebody close by, you always get a packed house. Much better than driving an hour to play a game.
Right, absolutely.
So, again, we have about a minute 45 before we tip off. I'm trying to make sure all my stuff is working here. So, real quick before we get to starting lineups, let's take a sec and hear from our friends at 9 Star.
We are really heavily involved in the community, so there are multiple different volunteer opportunities that we can go and do.
Volunteer time to share their time and talents with organizations that need not only monetary assistance, but just people's time to help those organizations grow and thrive.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
All right, we're back here. Getting ready to have starting lineups for these two teams. Greenfield Central is coached by Will Bolden. Eastern Hancock coached by Brett Bechtel. How many seasons is this now for Coach Bechtel? Is this 20?
2000 was his first, the 2000-2001 season.
So 22 or 23, so, however you want to word that. Seasons here. It's a long time.
Yep.
And he's done it at a high level for a long time. Make sure you guys share the links out so that people can watch this and everybody can enjoy this great matchup. We're going to turn it over to our PA for starting lineups.
Hancock High School for tonight's junior varsity matchup between the visiting Greenfield Central Cougars and your Eastern Hancock Royals. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Cougars. Starting at one guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Boston Willard. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 4, Kurt Kinnett. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 15, Brady Johnson. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 32, Dallas Freeman. And at center, a 6'3" junior, number 34, Dylan Nance. The Cougars are coached by Mr. Will Bolden. And now for your Royals. Starting at one guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 3, Luke Schilling. Also at guard, a 6'2" junior, number 13, Caden Willis. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 14, Chase Stewart. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 35, Charlie Holcomb. And at forward, a 6-foot freshman, number 50, Eli Manship. Your Royals are coached by Mr. Brett Bechtel.
All right, so there's your starting lineups for these two teams. You had a lot of experience both ways. Quite several sophomores and a junior there for the Cougars. 3 juniors and a sophomore starting for the Royals.
And poor Eli Manship is the only young guy out there.
Yep.
Royals control the tip. Here we go.
All right, Manship with the ball at the top of the key. Kicks it over to Schilling on the wing. Little man-to-man action, gets it inside. Willis is going to back it back out. Over to Halcomb, deep three from Charlie Halcomb off the mark. He hit 5 last night, hustles it down and knocks it out of bounds off of Dallas Freeman. It'll stay with the Royals. Yeah, Halcomb hit 5 threes last night, the 3rd most in his career. Lob pass to Willis, no good, stolen away. Connect coming up with it. Gets it up ahead. Freeman, no. Rebounded by Willis. Willis pushing the pace the other way. Euro steps. Backhanded layup, no good. Tipped out by Manship. Stewart will try the 3 off the back of the rim. Schilling with the hustle play rebound. And Chase Stewart will reset. Kicks it over to Chuck. Gets it to Willis in the right corner. Willis hounded by Freeman. Gets it over to Manship. Drives on Connect, pulls up from 10 feet off the back, no. Rebound by Kurt Connect.
Right now the action is fast and furious on both ends.
And this is kind of what I expected from this game. I watched a little bit of Greenfield on Huddle. They're an athletic team, and the Royals obviously like to push the pace as well. So 0-0, just under a minute gone in the first quarter. That's Boston Willard with it. Clears it over to Brady Johnson on the far wing. He's going to dribble up top, get off to Nance. Nance back to Willard. Willard up top, guarded by Willis. Willis cuts him off, swings it around. Freeman in the corner, trying to get it into Nance. Does, and Nance is going to hit the left-handed layup.
Yeah, and that was a nice job there. We went for the steal. Nance was able to control it, turn. There's no defender anymore.
It's a good play there. Halcomb on the right wing now. Pops up top to Manship. Willis hits the cutting Halcomb.
That was
nearly a beautiful reverse.
And that's two point blank layups that have not fallen for us at this point.
Willard, the swirling dervish into the lane, no good. Oh, but Chase Stewart can't control it.
Yep.
Freeman can't hit the layup. Nance with the rebound, stolen away by Chuck. Flips it up ahead, and it's picked off by Connect. Kicks it over to Freeman. He drives to his right, cut off by Schilling. Boston Willard into the lane. That's a travel. Yep.
And this is where we need our older guys to just kind of sit there and go, okay.
Calm down.
Calm down, yeah, because we're making some wild plays now.
And Charlie had no reason to panic when he got that steal and then just kind of chucked it.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, we need to calm down just a touch. Willis on the left wing, drives to his right, gets into the rim, can't finish.
Yep. Caden looking for a foul, and he's not getting it. So we got to get back. Let Coach Bechtel holler about that. We get back, play D.
Nance up top, nearly stolen away by Willis. Willis has got to be careful not to pick up a frustration foul here.
Now, this is a really athletic group of big guys from Greenfield, and
yes.
kind of like clones of Caden. We don't want him in foul trouble.
No. They swing it around. Boston Willard on the left wing with it. Guarded by Schilling, trying to get it into Nance, but Manship does a nice job of fronting him. Nance listed at 6'3", but he looks considerably taller than Eli Manship.
Yeah, he does.
Out of bounds here, side out. Boston Willard up top. Dribbles it over to the logo. Sets up the play. Both teams playing some man-to-man defense here. Willard gets the screen from Freeman. Can't do anything with it. Beats Willis, then double dribbles it.
Yep.
Willis went for the Jacob Spalding poke and just got enough of it to mess with Willard and force the double dribble there.
Yep, throw him off.
Chase Stewart now brings the ball across half court. Finds Charlie Halcomb. Halcomb another deep 3 off the mark. And our problem is we're just getting one shot, and then it's a quick shot.
Yep.
And that's it. Johnson 3 from the right wing, buries it. 5-0 lead.
I wonder if our guys are feeling any pressure. We don't often get to compete against Greenfield at the high school level. A lot of middle school stuff, but it's a kind of chance to show what you can do against county school that's considerably larger than we are. So We just calm down. There you go. Caden from deep. That goes.
Hayden buries the three.
Yep, Royals are on the board.
I got our points if you want to track theirs.
Yep.
So 5-3 Greenfield Central. 2:45 left here in the first quarter of this JV matchup. Connect drives, cut off by Manship, flips it out to Freeman. Freeman working on Stewart, drives by him, gets to the rim, can't finish, and Manship with a strong rebound.
And now you want to push.
Yep, just like that.
Yep.
Nice play. Oh, the scoreboard turned off.
Yep. Third time, though, we've missed a point-blank one. It just will not roll over the top of the rim.
And nothing wrong. Great.
Nope.
Great hustle by Schilling. Nice find there by Willis.
Yeah, that's the second time Caden's made a beautiful pass and denied the assist.
Scoreboard came back on there, so we're all good. So 5-3 Greenfield Central. Has there been no subs either way? Boston Willard comes up with it. Gets it up top to Connect. Over to Freeman. His three off the mark, rebounded by Chase Stewart. Chase cut off by Freeman. He'll get it across. He's got a lane. Freeman tracks him down from behind. Pokes it away.
It looked awkward. I don't know if there was a foul there or not, but it looked bad.
Tucker Brown checking in. He'll replace Connect.
Yep, that's the first sub either way, like you said.
By the way, let us know early in the game how everything sounds and looks. Oh, nice entry play.
Yep.
2 more for Willis. He's got 5, and the game's all knotted up at 5. Like I said, make sure we sound clear, not tinny or crackly, and make sure everything looks clear on the screen. Willard kicks to Nance. Over here to Brown, who just checked in. Brown, crossover 3, no. Rebounded by Charlie Halcomb.
Yeah, and Brown wasted no time getting into the flow of the game. Willis going to go to the hoop and gets it knocked away. Yep.
Poked away by Freeman. And Cooper Robertson and Clay Mullins checking into the game. Clay, a 5'9 freshman. Cooper, a 6'5 sophomore. So Schilling looking to get it in. Up top to Willis, guarded by Freeman. Willis's pass knocked away. And we're going to get a push. Who's that going to go against? That's on Freeman, his first.
And I think that's a tough call. There's a scramble for the loose ball there. But we'll take it.
That's one as a fan. I always like the no call. Just let them play. 2 guys going for it, you know.
Right now, this is rough.
Yeah, because that's a second one right there.
Yep, and that's on the inbound pass, and that's you don't want a dead ball foul.
No. So Freeman, 2 quick fouls. Nice entry there. Manship can't finish again, and then Manship just picked up his second.
Yep.
That's a frustration play again. We talked about that. Manship just couldn't finish. That's our 4th missed layup at the rim. I guess all layups are at the rim,
well,
but
you know, it helps to be descriptive.
We're not intelligent like Dowd and Barton were last night.
No.
Freeman tries to cross over Stewart. Nice D there, but Chase kicks it. It's going to be a kick ball.
It's like Garrett Shaw's going to check in for Manship with the 2 fouls. Minute 19 left to go in this first quarter. It's been really exciting. Both teams getting after it.
Yep. 5-5 here. Freeman working on Chuck. Charlie cuts him off, kicks it over to Brown. Tucker Brown, spin move. Nice D by Schilling. Oh!
Yeah, they're going to give it to Willis.
Yep, Willis tried coming in there to help, and
I think what happened is he came down. He had ball with his hand, but he came back down and got arm or body.
So Tucker Brown short on the first free throw here.
And so that'll get Winnan in.
Yep. Miles Winnan will replace Chase Stewart. 1:09 to play here. Second free throw is good for Brown. He breaks the tie. 6-5 in favor of the Cougars. Garrett Shaw brings it up. Dribbles to the left hand, hands off to Halcomb. Halcomb has a bit of a mismatch there on the bigger Robertson, takes him right to the rim. See that on the replay here. Charlie kind of got the mismatch, acknowledged it, and quickly takes advantage of a guard on a forward. Gets to the rim, draws the foul.
Yeah, but you can't convert. They're still struggling a little bit shooting tonight. I'm curious if they'll stay that wide, because if they do, they're giving us some easy lanes.
Yeah.
Markley checks in for Schilling.
I think you're still a little touch quiet here,
Yeah.
Scott. You might move the mic closer. Halcomb no good on either free throw.
No, that's unusual for Charlie.
Gets it over. Boston Willard swings it to Freeman. 3, dead ahead, no good. Rebound knocked around, and Willard just out-hustled everybody, and he got the layup.
And
Coach Bechtel not happy about that one.
And if that name sounds familiar, Willard, he is, I believe, the grandson of Knightstown coaching legend Don Willard.
I believe you're right. Halcomb up and under move, just can't get it to fall. Gets the own rebound, puts it up, and he'll go back to the line to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, but I know you can't get an assist on a rebound, but Shaw tapped that right to Charlie.
Yeah.
It's a good hustle play.
Charlie just missed the last 2. Give him a chance here to knock home 2 more.
Yep, do-over.
There we go.
Yep, attaboy, Charlie.
Second free throw on its way. Perfect. 2 points for Charlie. Eastern trails by 1, 7-8. 20 seconds left here. Willard up top to Freeman. Freeman dishes in. Robertson with the layup.
Yep.
Just not good communication there from the Royals.
No, and he slipped the screen. Dove to the basket, and we had help defense not following.
Not going to get a shot off.
Nope, and that was
again, that was poor recognition by the Royals. We got to know where we're at time-wise. We lost track of the clock and lost a chance at a last-second shot. So at the end of the first quarter, the score, Greenfield Central 10, Eastern Hancock 7. We'll take a sec here and listen to our friends at the IHSAA, if I can get it to work here.
Winning games and championships is fun, but the true purpose of high school sports is for student athletes to grow as people, not just athletes. I'm Paul Knighty, Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Dr. Katie Jenner, Indiana Secretary of Education. Hoosier teachers and coaches care just as much about how student athletes are performing in the classroom as they do about how they're performing on the playing field.
They understand high school sports are a tool to educate and shape the whole student athlete, helping teens become the best versions of themselves.
Our teachers and coaches don't just teach academic and athletic skills, they also encourage communication and collaboration, instill confidence, promote a strong work ethic, and so much more. To all our Hoosier educators and coaches, we are grateful for everything you do.
Fans, buy a ticket to your high school's athletic events and thank our educators for making education-based athletics possible.
This is gratitude. This is appreciation. This is your IHSAA.
All right, we're back here starting the second half. Greenfield Central ball. They have Robertson, Freeman, Brown, Willard, and Mullins on the floor. And Robertson just picked up his second foul, fighting with Preston Markley. Preston awfully scrappy down there in the post. So Robertson and Freeman both with 2 here for the Cougars. Fouls are 5-3.
They're going to let them play. Cougars dropped into a 2-3 zone. Try to keep us away from the rim. Hey, we're not shooting for anything from outside right now.
I think we've only attempted 2 threes. Take it. Charlie's going to take that one. Buries it.
Nice.
Charlie Halcomb ties the game at 10.
That was huge.
Good to see Chuck get going there. There's Willard looking for Robertson on the slip. Nothing doing. It was a nice job by Shaw catching back up. Robertson up top with it. Hands off to Freeman. Freeman Working on Shaw, spins in, dishes to Robertson. Oh, just over the outstretched fingertips of Caden Willis. 10-12. Greenfield Central with the 2-point lead.
Swing it.
Miles thought about it from the left wing. Back up top to Willis. Little miscommunication here from the Royals. They got to get in their set, do what they do. Willis penetrates, Euro steps around Robertson and lays it up.
Yeah, he took on 3 guys there.
Caden Willis has 7. Eastern Hancock ties it back up at 12. Freeman cut off by Halcomb, back up top to Mullins. So I just saw the single digit. I almost said Willard.
Yeah.
Willard resets the offense, backs it back out to the logo. 5 minutes left here. Quarter number 2. Brown drives.
Lost it. Here we go,
Yep.
Shaw.
Shaw pushes the pace, takes it up, lays in the hard layup. Garrett Shaw puts the Royals on top, 14-12.
That was a great job, too, because Mullins tried to get the ball and kind of bodied Garrett a little bit there to try to knock him off.
Nice job there. Brown working on Preston Markley, nothing doing, kicks it back out to Willard. And Caden Willis has got to quit reaching here because he's going to get a foul sooner or later.
Yeah, Caden's extremely valuable to us tonight.
Willard cut off by Shaw, gets around Shaw, up and under, and I think Shaw caught him on the top of the head.
Yep.
Let's check out Shaw's layup on that last one. That was a pretty move. That's a tough finish
Yes,
with the
it
guy
is.
draped all over you.
Yep, left hand, too.
Yeah. Nice play there by Garrett Shaw. He's been through a little bit of a dry spell here the last couple games, so it's nice to see him playing well here.
We lost.
Freeman, he
Lost
slipped
him,
the screen.
Freeman. Yep.
He lays it up and in, ties it back up. And we'll take that sec to hear from our friends at 9 Star.
When moving into a new home, we ask ourselves questions like, who is the best internet provider in town? Well, have you considered locally owned 9 Star Connect? We've become the fastest, most reliable, and dedicated fiber-to-the-home internet company in central Indiana. Our internet packages have been modified, and we are changing speeds at a more competitive price. So give us a look. Visit us at 9starconnect.com. 9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
We do want to take a second, thank everybody who's tuning in here this evening. You already got 85 people watching a JV game. That's great numbers for a JV game. We told you it'd be exciting, and so far, knotted up, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter. Royals have Shaw, Winnan, Halcomb, Willis, and Markley on the floor.
Looks like, Cougars went to a 1-3-1 out of that timeout. Here comes Willard.
Yep. Willard's got some pretty good ball handling skills there. You can tell he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's pretty athletic. I remember him from middle school and youth league stuff.
Willard pulls up long 2 and buries it. Cougars back on top, 16-14.
Both teams getting shots. Neither team shooting extraordinarily well.
We'll see how this 1-3-1 does.
Now it looks like they jump back. Yeah, it's
Still 1-3-1. Halcomb, no. Rebound, nice play there by Nance to box out the aggressive Preston Markley.
Yeah, and we don't have any. I think we had one guy in for a rebound with that. They had 3 because
Freeman, no.
There we go. We've got to get some offensive rebounds if we're going to have a shot.
Willis
Oh.
airmails it, trying to go over to Charlie.
Yeah, and he missed Markley cutting down to the block.
Yep. So we got subs here for the Royals. Coach Bechtel's going to take a timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll take this sec. We'll look at our Eastern Hancock schedule. So the Royals, and this is the varsity, the win-loss is the varsity, but coming up here, we've got obviously Greenfield tonight, Monroe Central and Shenandoah for another doubleheader next weekend. Monroe Central, I think, has been on the struggle bus a little bit, but Shenandoah has been considerably better than what people expected. I believe they won the Henry County Tourney last week. Shenandoah playing pretty well. LaPel, who started off the season really poorly, has been on a streak here lately. So the rest of January, not a cakewalk for the Royals. Should be some good action the whole rest of the month of January here. So back to it. 3:03 left here in the second quarter. Eastern Hancock trails by 2, 16-14. Brown with the ball, gets a screen from Nance. Sorry, I keep calling him Vance.
Well, they did have a Vance at one point.
They're trying to get into Nance. Tipped up. Nice job by Shaw coming over from the backside.
Yep. And with Chase fronting him, they did a nice job sandwiching Nance and giving him a chance to get that ball.
Now they're back to man. And it's the changing defenses is just slowing us down enough.
Yep.
Floater by Shaw, in and out. Again, I like his aggression right now, but just can't get it to fall. Nance drives it in, lays it up.
And with a hair over 2 minutes to go, Royals down by 4. And we're just not shooting well.
No.
We're getting good shots. Our defense isn't bad.
And Greenfield's pressuring us. We're sped up a little more than we normally are. When we're penetrating, there's that size and that length. Chase Stewart buries one.
Boom, and that was 2 or 3 feet behind the arc.
That was a college range 3. Pulls us back to within 1. But as I was saying, it just makes us a little more hesitant, I think, when you got 6'5" guys in there.
Yep.
Connect with it. Up top to Nance, over to Freeman. Freeman drives, and I think Schilling got him on the arm there. Yep, they're going to call Schilling with the bump. Minute 25 left here. Eastern Hancock trails by a point. 5 fouls each way. Schilling's got 2, Manship's got 2. And is it Freeman and Robertson both with 2 for the Cougars? Willard on the right wing, guarded by Shaw. Going to get a ball screen there. Royals do a nice job of defending that. They switched and then switched back pretty quick.
Yeah, they're really trying to get that height advantage, though, down the blocks. Nance hits again. He's got 6.
And that's tough because that was great ball movement.
Yep.
I mean, it's tough because we played pretty good defense. You just couldn't quite get caught up. Schilling will take the 3, nearly banks it in, rebounded by Brown.
Again, but that's another one and done.
Yep. And the scoreboard went off again.
I'm going to assume that somebody is kicking the plugs there.
It's poorly designed because it's right behind the scorer's table. The plug is right there. And A, I think it's kind of loose because it's an older plug. But B, if anybody at the scorer's table moves at all and you're in a rolling chair, it's really easy to bump that plug and knock it loose. 44 seconds remain here in the first half. Royals trail by 3. Let's get a stop and a basket. Be a great way to end this half. Willard will take the 3 off the mark.
Oh, nice block. What a great. And to not get a foul on that for Willis, that was fantastic.
Good job there. Get it to Nance. Nance up and under. Oh, and Shaw came over, and that one looked clean, but Shaw got him on the hand.
We can get away with it once, but not twice, I guess.
So that'll send Dylan Nance to the line. The 6'3" junior will have 2 shots here. First one's good. Bumps that lead back up to 4. Sherry Dowd said it's Rex Putt's fault for the clock.
All right.
So I'm guessing she texted him and found out.
Yeah.
Second free throw short. Shaw with the rebound. Coach Bechtel tells him to hold for the last shot. 20 seconds left. Eastern down by 4, 21-17. Shea Stewart waiting until about 10 to go.
And that's going to be yep, that's a hand check. And that was a silly foul from Tucker Brown.
Well, they had one to give, so I guess maybe you don't let us get in the flow there.
I guess. It just kind of seems silly to me. That's his second, too.
Because, now we're going to have to start from back here. They get it to Willis. Corner three from Caden Willis, no good. Rebounded by Nance, and that'll do it for the end of the first half. The score, Eastern Hancock 17, Greenfield Central 21. We're going to get our halftime stats for you. I mean, this game's gone pretty similar to how we thought. It's slowed down considerably from right there at the start when it was just a ravishing pace up and down the court. So it's slowed down quite a bit, but we're going to go ahead, take our halftime break, and we're going to let you hear some commercials, and then we're going to let you hear from the IHSA Commissioner, Paul Neidig, here at halftime. We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms.
At 9-Star Connect, we're committed to delivering dependable and affordable electricity, and we know the best internet service is all about speed and reliability. We deliver both. At 9-Star Connect, we are a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell, and this is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, thanks for taking time to be with us. And we're in January, and we have tournament basketball coming up not very long from now. Is that possible?
It is possible, Coach, and it's just kind of like as they say, it's just like Christmas. It comes around once a year, and it's here again. We're ready to go.
Well, we're ready to go because a week from Sunday, Greg Rakestraw and I will be hosting the pairing show on the IHSAA Champions Network, live from the IHSAA headquarters. And I know we're both excited about it. And I know you guys are proud of doing something that few, if any, other state associations do, and that is televised live the pairings for their particular tournaments around the state.
And we do, Coach, and we hire excellent talent to run that show with yourself and Greg, but it really is the beginning of the second season. While teams have been preparing all year long, but that day that draw comes out, teams are gathered, they've got their wings and their pizza, and they're gathered with their teammates, and they're just looking for that draw. And then the planning begins on Monday about who they're going to play and putting their best foot forward. Their coaches are going to game plan, and it really is the start of a memorable experience for our kids.
You think back to your days at North Posey, my days at Plainfield, it was televised around the state, depending on where you lived. You may or may not have gotten a chance to see it, or you listened to the radio broadcast. And we've come, obviously, a long way as a society technologically, but now each one of the IHSAA sports has its own standalone pairing show, which I think is incredible.
It does. We do our own thing here, and it's part of that is technology. We've got a studio here at the office now, and the studio is it really rivals not many others, and we're able to do a professional product. And we have people that are truly knowledgeable about the game that come and break the brackets down. And that's anything from wrestling to basketball, boys and girls, to, you name it. We're going to have a pairing show across the year. Obviously, we recently did football, and it really is a quality product, and we continue to strive to make it better. And I'm excited about the girls' show coming up here in 2 weeks. We've got 9 undefeated teams left in the state in the girls' basketball side, Coach. 9 this late in the season, so it's going to be one whale of a tournament.
Yeah, I can't underscore that enough because girls basketball in our state gets better and better and better, gets more balanced. And as you're talking about, 9 undefeated teams, and I'm sure one of the things Greg and I will focus on the broadcast a week from Sunday is that how wide open these things really are. Now, obviously, South Bend, Washington repeats. They seem to be in strong position. But I will tell you what, this will be a fantastic tournament coming up.
Oh, it will be. It will be. And it goes from one end of the state to the other. Zionsville right here in the Indianapolis market on the girls' side they're undefeated still, and I'm sure that's going to be a highly anticipated matchup as if those two teams advance.
Right.
The plans work out as they want them to. But, yeah, it's, girls basketball is basketball. And, we don't differentiate here at the office. It's all important, and it's all Indiana basketball, and it's a strong brand with quality coaches and great players.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig, all things related to the IHSAA. Paul, I appreciate your time. I look forward to our conversation next week. Don't forget, everyone, 22nd of this month, the Girls Pairing Show on the IHSAA Champions Network, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great week, Commissioner.
Thanks, Coach. You have a great one also.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
At 9-Star Connect, we're a different kind of utility. We're a nonprofit cooperative owned by our members. We have a local 24/7, 365 support center. At 9-Star Connect, we're a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
The weather is cold outside, but here in Charlottesville, the action is heating up on the court. Eastern Hancock basketball is back and more exciting than ever. Now is the perfect time to come on down and check out the Eastern Hancock girls basketball team. Come cheer on your ladies as they make a run for the Mid-Eastern Conference Championship and beyond. You can follow the Royals all season long here on the home of the Royals, EHSN.
Governor Holcomb, I love how high school sports teach the importance of the journey.
I couldn't agree more, Commissioner Neidig. Before any measure of success is achieved, like making a winning play or earning a state championship, student athletes go on an essential journey that humbles and teaches them every step of the way.
The lessons learned along the journey of high school sports are about so much more than just the game. Student athletes learn how to persevere through adversity, never give up, and to get better every day.
This second classroom teaches the skills, behaviors, and attitudes student athletes need to be successful on the playing field and in life.
There's no better training ground for today's teens on their way to becoming tomorrow's leaders. Support the vital work of education-based athletics by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events.
This is keeping education in front of athletics. This is the journey of high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, we are back here, minute and a half away from starting the second half. You can see the halftime stats there on the screen. The key difference there, rebounding and field goal percentage. Eastern with half as many rebounds as Greenfield Central, and the Royals have just not shot the ball well. 27% is not going to get it done, especially against a really good team like this Greenfield team. Quick rundown of scoring. First for the Royals, Caden Willis with 7 first-half points. Charlie Halcomb with 5. Chase Stewart with 3, and Garrett Shaw with 2.
For the Cougars, Dylan Nance has 7. Cooper Robertson has 4. Boston Willard has 4. Brady Johnson with a 3. Freeman with 2. And Tucker Brown hit a free throw.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments. I don't know that either team really has adjustments that they need to make. For Greenfield, they've been you've seen them playing around, trying different defenses. We've seen them in 1-3-1. We've seen them in 2-3. We've seen them in man. They've all been about the same, in my opinion. For the Royals, we've pretty much stayed in man. I think we just went 2-3 zone for a spurt there, if I'm not mistaken. And I think for us, it's putting the body, not allowing offensive boards is going to be the first key. And if we can do that, this will be a great game from here on out.
Well, as poorly as we've shot, we're down by 4.
Yeah. So Eastern with Chase Stewart, Charlie Halcomb, Luke Schilling, Caden Willis, and Eli Manship on the floor.
We've got a 1-3-1 again. There's the corner.
Corner 3 from Halcomb, no. Gets his own rebound, and there's what we're talking about.
Attaboy, Chuck.
Chuck with 2. That gives him 7. 21-19 Cougars. Sorry, our cameraman missed that because our cameraman was getting a pretzel at halftime. Boston Willard missed the shot. Rebound, Charlie Halcomb. We have Willard, Nance, Connect. Who am I missing? Freeman and Brown out there for the Cougars. Chase Stewart tries to hand off to Charlie Halcomb. It's poked away by Brown, and it'll stay here with the Royals. We got people watching from all over. Hey, my mom's watching from Texas.
Sweet.
She is at my cousin's baby shower.
She might be able to check into that 6-man football we were talking about.
Yeah, she could. Eli Manship swings it around to Halcomb.
I like
inside
that
to Willis.
There. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
We've done that to them a couple of times, but, man, that was looking good.
I liked what we're doing, though. I like really actively trying to get it into Willis in the paint.
Yep, and Nance just got called for 3 seconds. And, I was going to say, I think, I don't know if it's Schilling or Manship really working hard on the defense there.
That was Manship guarding him. Chase Stewart kicks to Manship, swings it around. Schilling, corner 3 off the backboard. Rebounded by Manship, kicks it out. Willis, fadeaway 3, no. Rebounded by Boston Willard.
Yeah, that time Chase was crashing the boards. If he'd have stayed where we were in the first half, that might have come to him. But good shots, good hustle.
Nance with the ball up top. Hands off to Brown. Brown's going to drive to his right. Gets around Manship. Can't finish the runner. And Charlie Halcomb with a strong rebound. Caden Willis is holding his wrist over there. Yeah. Coach Bechtel's saying we need a timeout for an injury here.
That's not good because he hit his hand or his wrist early this year in football.
He broke. It was his hand and his wrist. He broke in football. I believe it was that one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was the same one.
He told me he's had some weird, I don't want to call them phantom pains, but he's had some stuff that he can feel where the break was. If he hits it just right or something like that. So my guess, looking by his reaction, I don't think it's anything serious, but I imagine it's probably hurts where that break happened.
Yeah, and it's still fresh enough in his mind that anything that happens there, it makes you kind of wince and you start second-guessing stuff.
Yeah, he played in a cast for a while. Really could only play defense. Although I joked with him, he caught better in the cast.
Yeah,
because it taught him to catch with his fingertips.
Yep. Antonio Freeman style for the Packers. There we go.
Manship, his first points of the game, ties it back up at 21.
Yep, we finished at the basket. I like it. Good job, Eli. That'll put you in my top 5 Manships.
Nance with the ball, guarded by Manship, gets it to Freeman. Freeman drives on Manship, gets to the rim, can't finish. They look like us there.
Yep.
Nance with the rebound, and I think Nance traveled.
And I really think we got away with a foul on his first shot.
Oh, no, they called Nance with a foul.
Did they? They call him a push-up. Yeah, clearing out. Eli bodied him on the way up, but kept his hands down and out of the way and got away with it there.
Yep. So tie ball game, Royal ball.
Yep, and Manship making plays on both ends of the floor there, consecutive possessions.
That's kind of what he does. He just kind of makes those hidden plays that don't make it into the stat sheet.
Yep.
Chase Stewart with the ball in the right wing. Back out to Charlie Halcomb. 3 from the volleyball line, no. Offensive rebound, Manship had it, and Tucker Brown just said, nope, this is mine now. Boston Willard up ahead to Nance. Nance backs down Halcomb. Banks in.
Wow,
that's a tough shot from that angle, too.
It was a pretty bank shot. It's a lost start.
Yep. 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Eastern trails by 2, 23-21. Better get the ball across half court here. Thank you. Stewart knifes it into Shaw, gets it into Manship. Manship, wild shot, no. I think he was looking for a foul there.
Yep, he felt some contact, tried to get the ball off, but refs weren't having any of it.
Willard up top with it, over to Connect. Down to Freeman in the corner, back up to Connect on the right wing, guarded by Schilling. They swing it around to Boston Willard. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Freeman up top to Nance. Good D here. Cougars are being patient. We see Freeman with it again. Freeman's going to drive. Kick to Willard. Willard drives to the left hand. Kicks back up top. Nance over to Connect. Connect's going to drive. Charlie came in.
Oh!
We'll check this one on the replay.
I mean, I can see it, but I thought Charlie was there first. That's tough.
Yeah, because Charlie's still kind of moving a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't argue that. It looked like he got there, but
we got 100 fans watching our game right now.
yeah, thank you. Trying to connect one here.
Cougars lead by 2, 23-21. Connect can't hit the first. We want to remind everybody that's watching, if you want to become a family sponsor of Eastern Hancock Athletics, the link is in the YouTube description. You can go to tinyurl.com/EH Royal Pride and become a family sponsor. Or if you're just watching and you want to say, hey, you guys, we're watching, we would have spent $5 at the game, you can choose to donate whatever amount you want. You can donate $5, and it's a way of saying thank you. Connect hit the second one there.
And Cougar defense really tight right now, and we're trying to work through Eli at the high post, but they're doing a really good job of getting in the passing lanes.
Well, that's where Willis being out hurts, because Willis is just the junior, has the experience and is a little more confident with the ball in the high post. Manship not quite as strong of a passer. Schilling to Halcomb. Halcomb buries another 3.
All right, Chuck.
He's got 10, ties the game at 24. Under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Boston Willard drives, floater. That's smooth.
Yeah, it was. And I was going to say we were making them earn their basket, but the last couple of times they've gotten to the hoop pretty easy.
Schilling gets the Manship.
There it is.
Kicks over to Shaw. Good movement. Keep that ball moving.
I just saw Willis head back to the scorer's table, so his hand must be feeling better.
Got a little tape on the wrists. You know, one thing I love about our JV team, the ball does not touch the floor a whole lot. Shaw for 3, buries it. Garrett Shaw.
Royals retake the lead.
27-26. That's their – they had a lead not too long ago, but they've been behind most of this game. Willard cut off by Manship. Gets it, Connect, drives, cut off by Shaw. Brown gets around Schilling, and Schilling – it's either going to be on Schilling or Stewart.
I think Stewart, Chase kind of put his hand in and swatted.
Yeah, Chase Stewart came in from the side. That'll send Tucker Brown to the line to shoot 2. 58 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Brown knocks home the first. Willis will get Schilling. And then we see Cole Mullins, Brady Johnson, and
I believe his name is Big Cooper Robertson.
Yep, Cooper Robertson. This is the first time we've seen Cole Mullins. We've had Clay, but not Cole. Brown's second free throw gives the Cougars the lead again, 28-27. Shaw's going to run the point. Shaw's had a nice game.
He's done a good job.
Yeah, and he's been in a little bit of a slump, but he's played pretty well. Halcomb up at the volleyball line. He's going to drive on Brown. Gets in, puts up the wild shot, but he picks up the foul. That's on Cooper Robertson. That's going to be Cooper's third.
Yep.
And send Chuck to the line to shoot 2 more. He's 2 of 4 from the line here thus far this evening. Knocks home the first. Gives him 6 points this quarter. 11 for the night.
All our viewers at home getting their money's worth with this JV game. Anything here to come is gravy.
Exactly.
Good job, Charlie.
Charlie knocks them both home.
Charlie really carrying the load right now.
Yep, we retake the lead, 29-28. 30 seconds left here. Cooper Robertson swings it over to Brown. Back up top to Mullins. Mullins is going to back it out, dish it over to Brady Johnson. He's guarded by Stewart. With 20 seconds left. Freeman up top. Gets a screen. He gets around Stewart. He gets to the rim, lays it up and in. Freeman with 2 more.
That was Caden Willis-esque.
Yes. Halcomb dishes to Willis.
And that's it. Same play.
Willis lays it in for 2. Oh, we got a foul.
Yeah, no, that's legit. Chase, I almost said I thought it was after the buzzer. Chase chopped down at it.
Yes, he did.
And that was a silly play. That's maybe the first silly play we've made.
Let's see if we can see this on the replay here.
Now, it won't be a shooting foul, but.
No. But the horn's getting ready to go off.
Yep.
I mean, that's legit. Coach Bechtel's not happy, but you're right. That was right before the buzzer, and Chase just came in and chopped down unnecessarily there. So they're gonna have to play it because the foul happened with time on the clock.
Yeah, I didn't think about that part of it, but.
So Bechtel's just saying, hey, there's 0.3 of a second left. He's telling Willis just distract him, and he's telling everybody else just don't let him shoot a layup here. So there we go. At the end of 3, Eastern Hancock with the 1-point lead, 31-30. We're going to take a quick second here and hear from our friends at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some. And when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms. All right. Thank you, Paxton Farms, for your sponsorship of Eastern Hancock Athletics and Eastern Hancock Sports Network. You hear from some of our other sponsors later on, including Dave's Express Car Wash and Grill.
Yep.
Best tenderloins in Hancock County can be found at Dave's Express Car Wash and Grill. Although I had a good tenderloin this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Lumpy's Cafe in Cambridge City.
All right.
We probably don't have any Cambridge Cityites listening tonight, but if we did, Lumpy's.
So keep that in mind next time at Cambridge City for breakfast.
Yeah, they're only open till 2, so you gotta get there early. So Eastern with a 1-point lead.
It's like Robertson, Willis, Cole Mullins, Tucker Brown and Brady Johnson for the Cougars. Stewart, Manship, Willis, Halcomb, and Shaw for your Royals.
There's Johnson up top to Robertson. Robertson gets it up to Mullins on the logo, and they swing it around in the corner to Willard. Back up to Johnson. He's going to drive with the left hand, cut off by Manship. Back up top, Boston Willard with it. Eastern, this is a long defensive set. Johnson with the three, buries it from the left wing, and Greenfield Central back on top, 33-31.
Yep, they worked hard for that shot.
And it worked for 50 seconds. It was a 50-second possession right there.
It's a lot of patience. The Royals were doing a nice job defending it, too.
Willis loses the handle on it there.
Yeah, he felt the lane open, and then they collapsed real quick. That one, they lost the ball. That was Brown started going up. The ball just fell out of his hand.
Yeah, Chase Stewart knocked it out of bounds, so no harm done. Nance coming back in here for the Cougars. They lead by 2. 5:43 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mullins gets it into Johnson. Johnson hands off to Willard. He's going to get a screen from Nance. Willard drives, stolen away by Willis. Willis is going to go up, and he's blocked out of bounds by Nance.
Yeah, got poked in the eye a little bit on that come down, but it's a good play from Nance. Good hustle from Caden.
Yeah, you're right. Nance did a nice job from hunting it down from the back, not giving up on the play. There, Caden with the spinning play.
Not that time, though.
Foul's going to be on Boston Willard, and Willis will go to the line to shoot 2, his first free throws of the game. A little bit long on the first. He'll have one more coming.
I like that Caden is taking the ball to the hoop instead of settling from those outside shots. Very aggressive on the offensive end.
Short on the second one.
Yeah, I wonder if his wrist's bothering that shooting motion at all.
Well, wrist and a little bit of fatigue. It has been first of all, it is blazing hot in here.
Yeah, it is warm.
This is as packed as I've seen this gym in a long time. And it is hot, and this has been a pretty intense game. Tucker Brown guarded by Shaw, cut off by Shaw, gets it out to Willard. Under 5 to play. Greenfield Central leads by 2. Johnson back to Willard. Willard gets the screen. They're going to call a foul. He carried it, but the foul happened right before the carry. That's Caden Willis's first, team's fourth.
Yep, that's that wraparound you were talking about earlier. He just got caught that time.
Oh, the slip, and Nance hits it. No communication between Stewart and Manship there, and leads to the 4-point Greenfield Central lead. We need a basket here. 5 straight points from the Cougars. Shaw gets cut off, tries to get it over to Manship. Manship spinning shot, no. Willis, offensive rebound, and he's fouled by Nance.
Man, he was up there.
Yes, he was. Now you can see why he can dunk with 2 hands.
Yep.
That was good hustle because Manship nearly lost it, and then he hustled, got it back, and then Willis with the awareness on the offensive glass hits the free throw. That puts him in double figures with 10.
Now it's going to be short. Can't grab the rebound, though.
Boston Willard with the rebound. Johnson, corner 3, off the mark. Rebound tipped by Shaw. Willis has it. He's pushing the pace. Man, Willard was all over it, but no call either way.
And Willis was just lucky he didn't get called.
Halcomb gets the and one.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that. Willis was getting frustrated because Willard was all over him, and he actually shoved him. Refs didn't see it. And then Charlie did a great job at the basket.
Charlie Halcomb with a chance to tie. In and out. We just can't hit a free throw, but Willis tracks it down.
Willis seems like he's trying to make it his personal mission that we win this game.
Oh, Shaw can't finish at the rim. Shaw pokes it away from Willard. That went off a Cougar, but that's the tough part. Both refs were not.
No.
If that's a varsity crew with 3 refs, we've got a ref down this sideline, but with 2, neither one was in a position to see that.
Nope. We had a trailing guy, and we had one under the offensive basket.
3:40 to play. Eastern trails by 1, 35-34. Right now, we got to hit our free throws.
You missed 3 this quarter.
4.
4?
Willis is 1 of 4.
Right.
Charlie's 0
right.
1. Johnson with the ball. Up top to Clay Mullen. Swings it over to Willard. Willard gets cut off. Back up top to Johnson. Over to Mullins. Willard at the volleyball line is going to back it out with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the game. Willard, nothing, kicks it out to Johnson. Deep 3 from Johnson, no good. Charlie Halcom's going to track it down, under 3 minutes left.
And if I'm the Cougars, I don't like that shot. It was a really deep 3. It was unnecessary. They're trying to run the clock a little bit and get another really good patient shot.
And obviously you could tell Johnson's a good three-point shooter, but no matter how good of a shooter, that's probably not the shot you want within the flow of your offense, because you can get that shot at any point.
Right.
Manship gets
That's
hit
Nance
across.
4th.
Nance just picked up his 4th, and that's 6. So from here on out, Eastern Hancock's going to be in the bonus as well, which may hurt us considering we're 1 of 5 this quarter.
I think I'd still rather get sent to the line. I'll take that. I'll take it. Water finds its level usually, right?
It does. It does.
And we got a timeout.
So Coach Bechtel's going to call a timeout. We'll take a sec. We can look here at some other stuff. We talked about Eastern's schedule. Let's look at Greenfield's schedule. Played Newcastle last night. Indianapolis Shortridge coming up with a midweek game next week. And then they have Shelbyville. And the following weekend, Pendleton and Chittard. That should be an interesting weekend. Pendleton's kind of had an up-and-down season. Slow start. Seem to be playing better here of late.
Still, anytime you go into Marion County to play, that's always going to be a test.
That Chittard game, yeah. So Eastern Hancock trails by 1, 35-34. 2.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Chase Stewart, Charlie Halcom, Eli Manship, Garrett Shaw, and Caden Willis on the floor for the Royals. They get it into Halcom. Halcom with the basket. Boom. Johnson was trying to get the offensive foul called, but Halcom hits the basket anyway. Eastern Hancock leads 36-35.
That was a beautiful post move from Charlie.
I like that call by Coach Bechtel, too, realizing the mismatch and taking it.
Yep.
Willard's 3 off the mark.
That's off Charlie.
Yeah, he was in position for anything but an air ball.
Yep. And it looked a little bit like Willard forced that shot.
Yep.
And I didn't see who it was. We had a guy flying at him when he released it, though.
So timeout, Greenfield Central. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back in 30 seconds. The weather is cold outside, but here in Charlottesville, the action is heating up on the court. Eastern Hancock basketball is back and more exciting than ever. Now is the perfect time to come on down and check out the Eastern Hancock girls basketball team. Come cheer on your ladies as they make a run for the Mid-Eastern Conference Championship and beyond. You can follow the Royals all season long here on the home of the Royals, EHSN. All right. Make sure and come out and support the Lady Royals. They're having a great season. They pounded Waldron here today. So come out and support them. Their sectional draws coming up, I believe, next weekend. Mullins gets it in. Nance hands it off to Willard. 2 minutes to play here in the game. Willard guarded by Manship. Switched off to Willis. Johnson with the ball to Nance. They're being patient. Connect with it. Nothing doing, hands off. Willard working on Shaw. Back to Nance. It's almost like they're looking, they got the backdoor to Johnson. He missed the layup. Halcomb with the rebound. Coach Bechtel saying, be patient. Make him foul because we're shooting from here on out.
Yeah, and we don't have to shoot that.
Stewart gets his pocket picked by Boston Willard. And Greenfield back on top by a point. 1:19 to play.
Yep, and that was a good play from Boston Willard. He was getting a little bit physical. The refs let it go.
Chase was, I think, looking up to see who he was going to pass to and took his eyes off Willard for a second. Willis beats Connect. He's fouled. They're going to call it on the floor, but that'll still send Caden Willis to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Huge free throws here from Caden Willis as the Royals trail by a point, 37-36 with 1 minute and 2 seconds left. Tucker Brown's going to come in and replace Connect. Caden calmly hits that free throw to tie it, and he'll get one more. He's got 11 points here. He and Charlie have done the heavy lifting for the Royals tonight.
Yep, and that's what you expect from your upperclassmen.
Hits the second one, too. 38-37, Eastern Hancock with the lead. 1 minute to play. Greenfield Central ball. Boston Willard on the left wing, guarded by Stewart. Switched off to Manship. Willard drives to his left, cut off. Back up top to Nance. Nance kicks to Willard. Willard tries to get around Stewart. Can't do it. Spins back into the lane. Kicks out to Tucker Brown. Brown gets in, and he's going to be fouled.
I think it's going to be Manship. Yep.
Manship picks up, I believe, his third.
Yep. And he reached in as Brown turned the corner. Shaw still had him with the body and was in good position. So only fifth team foul.
Mullins to inbound. Gets it in. Willard with 37 seconds left up top, working on Manship. He wants a clear out here. Manship cuts him off. Willard, spin move, spinning shot, drills it.
Two huge offensive plays from Boston Willard for the Cougars last two possessions.
There's nothing. That's good defense by Eli Manship. There's nothing you can do as Boston Willard just spins, step back from the free throw line, hits that one.
Yeah, that step back fadeaway. I mean, unless you're really, really long, you can't defend that.
No.
Willard, to his credit, sank the shot. That was a high level of difficulty.
I would tell you how much time's on the clock, but for some reason our scoreboard is counting down the timeout instead of telling us what time is on the clock. I believe it is 21 seconds that are on the clock here. Eastern Hancock trails by a point. And again, if you can get something going at the basket here, you're in the bonus. So any foul is going to send you to the line with a chance to win it. This is a little bit different than the JV game last night where we only gave up 3.
This is good, though. You mentioned Coach Bechtel been doing this for a long time. We have a very strong JV program. We may not win all the time, but we are a well-coached and full JV program.
Yes.
A lot of schools our size on our schedule aren't that way, and several of the smaller ones as well. So for our JV guys to get a competitive game, this is good for them, and it will help when they make that jump up to the varsity as well.
23.9 seconds remaining. Charlie Halcomb, Chase Stewart, Luke Schilling, Eli Manship, and Caden Willis on the floor here for the Royals.
I'm curious who will be taking our shot, because we've got quite a few guys here. But as you mentioned, it's been Willis and Halcomb who've done the yeoman's work of scoring in this half.
Stewart's guarded by Johnson. Gets it across the timeline. Hands off to Halcomb.
Oh!
Gets it inside. Willis is fouled. Can't get the ball to go. But he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yep, and that's Tucker Brown, and what a pass. I mean, that threaded the needle. There were 2 or 3 Cougars between Charlie and Caden. That was fantastic.
So now Caden Willis coming in to shoot 2. Eastern trails by a point. 11.5 seconds left here in regulation. Perfect on the first. Ties the game at 39. Garrett Shaw is going to come back in for Schilling. Offense for defense substitution. Caden Willis with one more. It's long. Rebound by Connect, but he traveled because he went to the ground with it. Check the replay on that. Greenfield Central fans are not happy.
He flopped.
You got to call something. Yeah. It's either got to be a jump ball or it's a travel, one or the other.
Yeah, nobody fouled him. One of our kids had his hands on the ball at first, and when you pull away and fall, by definition,
he got into Manship. He can't finish it. And then Manship fouls him.
Oh, no, they called timeout. Oh, no.
No, it was a foul on Manship.
I saw this other official calling the timeout. Yeah, you're right.
What a play by the Royals, but Manship just can't finish the layup. And it's a tie game. Greenfield ball, 6 seconds left here. Boston Willard gets it across, 4 seconds. 3, 2, Willard puts up the long two, no good. And we got overtime.
We're going to give you an extra period because it's been so much fun.
Take a sec, we'll look at the replay of this one. Willard gets in there, can't get it to fall. And we got more basketball, free basketball here. It's now overtime. Hopefully our clock operator will switch it to say overtime. Otherwise, no, he's not. So it's still going to say fourth quarter on our scoreboard. All right, well, let's catch our breath for a second.
That was fantastic. What a exciting game, and get another period here. And the Royals did a good job on defense, making Willard having to take a tough shot. Ooh, we got some people watching from Mexico.
Nice.
It's dedication.
That is. Riviera Maya. Maybe they're going to see Chichen Itza and Tulum.
Could be. Or I think there's a restaurant called the Riviera Maya in Anderson, and so
there is. They could be there as well. All right. Caden Willis and Kurt Connect going to tip it off here.
3.5 minutes.
Yep, because it's half of a normal quarter. When they extended the JV quarters to 7 minutes about 5 years ago, they did that.
And we're used to doing this against Wapahani, but.
Yes. Sherry Dowd watching from the suburbs of McCordsville. Willis with the steal. He's going to wisely pull it back out. Thought about the step back three. Gets it to Chase Stewart. Back out to Halcomb.
I've been impressed with Caden Willis tonight.
I have too. His effort's been really good tonight. And it hasn't been that he's scored 30 or anything like that. It's just been all around.
No, and it's been within the – there it is.
My.
It's been within the structure of the team on both ends, and he is having an outstanding game offensively and defensively.
Johnson dribbles around the wing, gets it to Willard, three from the right wing, short, rebounded by Willis, but he lost the handle on it.
But he was the first one on the floor.
It's going to be tied up, and it'll stay with the Royals as Cooper Bechtel so emphatically tells everybody on the sideline. He looks like Coach Schultz down there. The way he stomps and claps is 100% Clayton Schultz.
No, I guess Clayton did leave a legacy there. Cooper's sideline behavior.
All right. Eastern Hancock leads by 2. Charlie Halcomb calls the timeout. Good job, Chuck.
Yep, and that was a good job by the Cougars.
Yeah, great job by the Cougars there. Full timeout. We're going to take a quick break, catch our breath, and let you hear from our friends at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. We all need to eat more vegetables, but we run into the same problems every time we go to eat them. Carrots and peas just have no flavor. Beans and Brussels sprouts have side effects that will send children running in fear. But there is one vegetable that everyone loves. It's corn. And when it comes to corn, there's only one name to trust: Paxton Farms. Paxton Farms sweet corn has been your go-to source of corn in Hancock County for years. So head on down and grab some, and when you think of corn, think Paxton Farms. All right, folks, just a reminder, we've got another game after this. The varsity's going to be playing. I don't know if it's going to be able to match this excitement, but it's going to be pretty darn close.
Yeah, I'm fired up for that.
This game has got me so excited for the varsity game. I am ready to go.
Yep.
And this gym is full.
Yeah, that's understatement.
There's people are having to sit behind the students that are standing in the student section. I'm pretty sure they can't see.
No. I'm thinking if the fire marshal came in, he'd give up counting and join the crowd.
Yep. Charlie Halcomb gets it into Stewart. Stewart gets it ahead to Manship. Stolen away by Connect. Nice job, Manship. Tips it over to Willis. Willis dribbling his up. Stolen away by Willard. Nance ends up getting the steal. Manship is going to pick up his fifth foul.
Yep.
Manship.
And that's also going to send Connect to the line too, because that's our seventh team foul.
That was one of those plays by Manship where he's just got to be a little more aware, and he's got to know I've got 4 fouls and know the situation and not do that. But that's a freshman mistake,
right?
Is what that is.
And it's hard to fault the hustle.
Oh no,
and that's the thing. That's one he'll grow into.
Yep. So that's going to send Connect to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Suddenly put 11 fouls on us. I'm pretty sure that's 7.
You know what? Why not?
Long on the rebound. Willis fighting with Connect for it, but Boston Willard comes away with it. Unlucky bounce. Both teams fighting like crazy for that ball. Johnson thought about the 3, backs out, gets it up to Nance. Nance guarded by Willis way out there. Hands off to Willard. Under 2 minutes to play. Eastern Hancock still leads by 2.
Yeah, we're really forcing the Cougars to extend their offense right now.
Willard gets it over to Johnson.
Yeah, they tried that slip screen again.
Finds Connect. Connect tries to drive. Cut off by Chuck. Gets it out to Tucker Brown. His 3 on the way. No good. Oh, Schilling didn't get a block out, but Charlie Halcomb manages to get the strong rebound. Gets it up ahead to Willis, and Willis is fouled by Johnson. That's only their 9th, so Willis will shoot 1 and 1. Got 153 people watching, Scott.
And at least a couple of them from faraway Warrington, Indiana.
That is a long way away.
Yeah. Got to check the time zones there.
Willis,
it
no
rims
good.
out. Man. We got a reset defense again. Here we go.
Eastern still leads by 2. 1:19 to play. Boston Willard with the ball. He's guarded by Chase Stewart. Switched off to Willis. Willis gets a hand in there, but Willard comes up with it, kicks over to Johnson. His 3, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds into the little kid student section. 1:01 to play. Eastern Hancock still leads 41-39.
Yeah, and this inbound pass is going to be really, really big. Nice.
Finds Shaw. Shaw goes back to Halcomb, over to Stewart.
Get it across.
Yep, we got to get it across.
There
we
it
do.
is.
Schilling to Willis in the corner. Takes the 3.
Oh!
Caden
That's
Willis.
a killer from the corner.
Puts the Royals back up 5. 40 seconds to go. Boston Willard drives to his right. Gets in, gives it to Nance. Nance hits the layup. Timeout. Greenfield Central with 34 seconds to go.
Wow. And that was one where you're going, no, yeah!
Caden Willis with his 18th point of the game.
I can't believe it's only 18.
I know. I got him at him at 18, Charlie at 16. Again, those two have done the heavy lifting. Shaw the next with 5.
Yeah, and tonight Caden has made every play when we've needed it. And again, on both ends, that was terrific.
Sorry, I don't know why our scoreboard suddenly read 144 points.
Wishful thinking.
I'm struggling to get, I don't know why that's not reading correctly there.
Yeah, that's strange. Well, we know who Sherry would blame, so.
All right, there we go. 34 seconds left. Eastern Hancock ball. They lead by 3.
Again, get the ball in, get it across half court. 2 most important things right now. Because we're shooting 2 from here on out.
Yep, every foul is going to give us 2 free throws.
And Charlie just missed Luke.
Oh, he got Willis.
I felt like he was going to go for that.
I was thinking that too. And he gets bailed out by the foul on Nance.
And that's Nance's 5th. He's gone.
Yep.
And Nance really been the one carrying them as well. Willard had a little spurt, but it's been a lot of Dylan Nance. He's had a really strong game. Ended up with 13 points.
So Willis back at the line to shoot 2. Brenton Smith checking in. That's I think his first action of the game.
Heck of a time to come in.
So Caden, got to hit one of these to make this a 2-possession game here. Leaves the first one short.
Come on, Caden.
Rolls home the second. He's got 19. Eastern by 4. 26 seconds left. Boston Willard gets a screen from Smith. Crossover 3. Buries it. Boston Willard pulls the Cougars to within 1. 45-44.
And it had to be Willard with Nance out. Those have been the guys for them. Willard's sitting on that's 13 for him now. So
full timeout by the Cougars. That'll leave them with 1, and we're going to take a 30-second break and hear from our friends at 9 Star.
When moving into a new home, we ask ourselves questions like, who is the best internet provider in town? Well, have you considered locally owned 9 Star Connect? We've become the fastest, most reliable, and dedicated fiber-to-the-home internet company in central Indiana. Our internet packages have been modified, and we are changing speeds at a more competitive price. So give us a look. Visit us at 9starconnect.com. 9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
All right, we are back here. Eastern Hancock with the 1-point lead. And again, I'm trying to remember exactly where we're at time-wise. And I don't know why the scoreboard keeps doing that, counting down the timeout, the amount of time left in the timeout.
Yeah, it feels like that's a volleyball thing.
Yeah. 19.3 seconds.
Again, inbounds pass, getting it across half court. We do not have to shoot.
No, we just need to get it in and get fouled. Gets it to Stewart. Stewart lost it. Oh!
And that's going to be Cougar ball. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it went off of Schilling. He's saying it got tapped out of his hands.
We got out-hustled right there.
Yep.
Connect went everywhere.
3 Cougars converged on Chase.
Chase lost it, and Connect just out-hustled everybody else to the ball. And then it squirted right through Luke Schilling's legs out of bounds. So 12.8 seconds remaining. What do you see? It's got to be Boston Willard, right?
Willard, I think I'm driving to the hoop. Let him make a play. He's drained a couple of big shots and tough shots. You get fouled, you're getting a chance to shoot. They only need one. And if the defense collapses on him, he can let one of his teammates make a play. I don't know who's going to be in there with him and what they're capable of. I mean, Tucker Brown's got 3 points on the night. Connect's got 1. And Brady Johnson's hit 2 threes. Cooper Robertson's got 4. Freeman's not been in because I think he's on probably saving some quarters. So
yeah,
I don't know what Boston's supporting cast will be like. No, we can play some good defense, and we have done that tonight.
All right, so kind of an awkward spot to take it out there in the corner. You don't want to let the awkward spot lead to a back screen and an easy layup or anything like that.
Yep, and I think we'll have somebody dive into the ball. Willard all the way in the corner with Chase Stewart guarding him.
Yep. Connect taking it out. He gets it to Willard. Willard's guarded by Willis. 10 seconds. Willard kicks to the corner. 3 on the way. No. Rebounded by Connect. He puts it back up. No. Shaw with the rebound. And that's going to do it. Shaw gets drilled, but it was after the horn as Johnson came in and hit him, but that was after the lights went on.
That was tremendous. Absolutely tremendous finish.
And Eastern Hancock's going to win the JV game here, 45-44.
I mean, we got no doubt on who our player of the game is.
Nope.
Holy moly, Caden Willis tonight. He was all over the place. And that's not to put anybody else's performance down. They all played well, but Caden just elevated his game.
Now, I'll still give him a hard time for missing some free throws there.
Yeah,
in the fourth quarter.
I mean, you got to. It's a lot easier once you win to be able to do that too.
If we lost, I would not. But yes, Caden Willis, outstanding effort just everywhere tonight. So that was a lot of fun to watch. We want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. It's 186 viewers.
Yeah.
That's got to be a record for a JV basketball game.
That's fantastic. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Now we're gonna collectively catch our breath, and then we're gonna have a varsity game that I can almost guarantee you is gonna match the same kind of intensity.
You would
here.
think.
So right now our cheer team is putting on their routine that they're going to do at the national championship in Orlando in about a month. But you can't see that because we have people standing in front of the camera, but that's fine. All right, so we're going to end the stream here. We'll be back. Check out the new link. It'll be on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. If you're watching on IHSA TV, just stay put. It'll come right back on there. But the others, check out the new link for the varsity game. Again, Eastern Hancock with a win in one of the most exciting JV games we've had in years. Overtime win for the Royals, 45-44 over the Greenfield Central Cougars. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in about 20 minutes for the varsity game.